Good evening, all. Today, the topic is about GST. First of all, what is meant by GST? GST, by name, it is Goods and Service Tax. Suppose you are a manufacturer producing the goods and selling to the your customers. Uh, Neither you are a trader or service provider. In any case, if suppose your turnover, if suppose you are a manufacturer or a trader, if your turnover exceeding 40 lakhs, you are liable to be registered for GST and you have to comply the GST rules and regulations. For a service provider, it is threshold limit is 20 lakhs. In any previous financial year, previous financial years, if your turnover is 40 lakhs for a trader or manufacturer, for service provider, if your turnover or gross receipts is 20 lakhs, you are liable for registration, and henceforth you are liable to discharge the GST on all your production or trading or services rendered. Accordingly, there are several ways of compliances. One is composition scheme, which is very popular for all small traders, small businessmen, or small service providers. For regular scheme, obviously, if you are a large and medium scale organization, your turnover is much bigger than in volumes, or your turnover is more than 1.5 crore in any previous financial year, you are not eligible for composition scheme. Now, the composition scheme is eligible for only the small payers, like small mercantile merchants, like a small textile shops and restaurants, or any marts, small individual marts, stores, like that. They can go for composition scheme, provided their turnover during the previous financial year is not exceeding 1.5 crore. Now, what is the benefits of this composition scheme? The first benefit is you need not to maintain any books of accounts. Simply, you can straight away make the payment on monthly basis on whatever the sales you made, at the rate of 1%, if it is manufacturing or trading. If it is a restaurant, it is a 5%, like that. So mostly trading and manufacturing activity is the familiar business activity. Restaurants are not so many things, because exposure for scope of business is much more for trading and manufacturing. So 1% is the liability. You can have to discharge the liability at the rate of 1% on your total turnover during the month. So this is the first benefit. You need not to maintain any books of accounts. You need not to maintain any invoices, any purchase invoices. Straight away, no, 1% on total turnover during the month, you have to discharge the liability. That's it. No need to maintain any stock ledgers. No need to maintain any purchase register, sales register, or books of accounts. No need to maintain, because you can save a lot of money, because you need to have an accountant to maintain all these books of accounts. So you can avoid that accountant cost and whatever it is. So whatever the filing and everything, books of accounts cost, whatever. So this is the main positive of consumption scheme. The second one is the compliance part. Compliance part, for regular scheme, you have to file returns every month, 2 returns, GSTR1, GSTR3B. But whereas for composition scheme, you can file a return annually. So need not to there are no so many compliances part with regards to the composition scheme. Main negative point of this, I cannot say it's a negative point, but the constraint what you have for composition scheme is you cannot take the input credit. Input credit, whenever you, suppose, I'll give you a small example. Suppose you have purchased this sanitizer for 10 rupees. Okay, you paid 1 rupee GST on this purchase. Suppose if you want to sell this sanitizer for 15 rupees, you will have to pay 1 rupee 50 paisa. So while I'm talking about regular method of the filing, not composition. So when you are discharging your liability on output, on selling, you will have to pay 1.5 rupee. So already you paid 1 rupee on your purchase. So you can take the input credit and only you can pay 50 paisa. So that is the regular kind of this thing. In IT's, in composition scheme, you cannot take the input credit, number one. So that is the biggest constraint. But however, your liability is not, at regular rates. It is at concessional rate for composition scheme. You can only pay only 1% straight away on your sales for composition scheme, and you cannot take the input credit. But for regular scheme, you can take the input credit. Okay, but you can take the input credit, and you have to discharge the liability on your sales. So whatever the cascading is there, GST liability on sales minus GST you paid on your purchase, that is the final liability that you have to remit to the government. So that is for regular this thing. Another disadvantages of this composition scheme is you cannot trade your goods to other state, cross-border state. That means interstate sales are not allowed for composition scheme. So when you have the plan to sell your goods outside the state, you cannot go for a composition scheme. So that is not that is the biggest constraint. So when you have a sales within the boundaries of your state, or within your your sales are intrastate sale, not interstate sale, then only you have to go for composition scheme. Okay, so that is the another constraint. Whereas when it comes to regular scheme, generally for regular scheme, whenever your sales are 1.5 crore, more than 1.5 crore during the previous financial year, there is no choice for you. You cannot opt for composition scheme. Okay, you can only opt for, you have only one choice, that is regular filing scheme. You in that regular filing scheme, you have to pay GST on your purchases. You can also set up this whatever the input purchases you made on your this thing, that you can cascade against, you can set off against your liability on output purchases, output sales. That means your sales, on sales you will have to pay GST. You collect from customer. So if you collect 2 rupees from your customer, if you paid 1 rupee on your purchases, you have to only pay 1 rupee, because 2 rupees your liability on sales, 1 rupee already paid on your purchases, 2 minus 1 rupee you have to pay. So that is a regular filing scheme. So that is anyway there is no option for the people who crossed 1.5 crore during the previous financial year. So every month you have to file ITR 1 by 10th of subsequent month, and GSTR 1 you have to file by 10th of every following month, and GSTR 3B you have to file 20th of every month. So 20th, whatever the you will have automated pop-up inputs, input credits while filing the GSTR 3B. You have a sufficient invoice and so on, and you can file a you can take the input credit. And if your output liability, your GST on your sales is exceeding the GST on your purchases, then only you have to remit the balance payment to the government by 20th of following month. It's raining, and that's why the sound is coming, because our roofing is polycarbonate sheet. Okay, anyway, keep it aside. With regards to the selection of opting of composition scheme, who is actually ideal to opt for composition scheme? See, composition scheme is not necessarily or mandatory for every small trader or business person to opt. Even if your sales is less than 1.5 crore, you can still opt for regular filing scheme, provided you have a advantage of opting for regular filing scheme. But composition, you can either way opt, or you can opt out based upon the disadvantages or advantages, the constraint whatever you have. Suppose for a composition scheme, as I told you earlier, that if you are doing an intrastate sales, you are not eligible to opt for composition scheme, or you have intrastate sales exceeding the 1.5 crore, then you don't have choice to opt for composition scheme. So composition scheme to be selected or to be opted wisely according to your interest, business interest. Suppose you are purchasing all your inputs at a higher rate as per tariff, GST tariff is there, no? As per higher rate, you are procuring the inputs. Whereas when it comes to your sales as per HSN or whatever, it is, the tariff is much more less than the rate that is applicable to your raw materials. So in that case, always your GST liability on sales is much more lesser than the GST that you have paid on your inputs. In that case, always you are having the surplus of inputs. In that case, if you opt for a composition scheme, it is a loss for you, because in composition scheme you cannot take the input credit. So if you can't take the input credit, you have so much of input credit because you are paying as per the tariff higher rates on your inputs, whereas your output liability on sales is much lesser than. That is the biggest disadvantage if you opt for composition scheme. Even though if your sales are not crossing 1.5 crore, I suggest you not to opt for composition scheme, because whatever unutilized credit lying in your ledger, that you can get the refund from department in the year end, because it is inevitable taxation. It is not regular taxation, because your inputs, your taxes you are paying on your purchases or raw materials is much more higher than the rate applicable to your sales. So in that case, always your GST inputs, always ITC is input credit is more than the GST liability on your sales, which you can take the refund under inevitable taxation scheme by year end. So in that scenario, I advise you not go for a composition scheme, even though your sales not crossing 1.5 crore. Now I will discuss with you the scenarios where you have to opt for composition scheme. Ideally, you have to opt for composition scheme by taking into consideration different things. Number one, when you do not have intrastate sales. If you are selling your goods within the state, within the boundaries of state, then it is better to opt for composition scheme. And number two, when your business is not very big enough to recruit or to appoint a person who looks after the books of accounts and the accounting, and you cannot afford to pay the salary to him because of your financial or limitation of your business, then in that case it is better to go for composition scheme, because composition scheme you need not to maintain any books of accounts. The third one, if suppose you are very busy that you cannot look into the rigorous compliance that is there in the regular filing scheme, in that case it is very advisable to go for a composition scheme. The fourth one, when your tariff that is applicable, the rates, GST rates that is applicable to your raw materials or input services is much lesser than your output liability tariff that is applicable to your sales. In that case, it is also advisable to look into the opting of composition scheme. And also the very price edge, the important, last but not least, very important this thing, when your price, market competitor price is lesser than your price, then it is better you go for composition scheme, because you will only have to charge 1% GST, whereas your competitors are liable to charge more than you and liable to collect more amount from customer. In that case, you will take the price edge among your competitors. So these are all the 5 things that you have to consider while opting for composition scheme. That's all for today. I will come with a different topic on different day. Thank you.